while you're using the phone is its design. The Z Fold 7 is considerably lighter and thinner than the previous model, and yet both its inner and outer screens have gotten larger. The Z Fold 7 is only 8.9mm thick while folded, pretty much like a regular smartphone. And when unfolded, the phone is a razor-thin 4.2mm. And despite being taller and wider, the phone has gone down 24 grams in weight from last year. The back panel is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. It has a new design that's even tinier, and yet Samsung claims it's more durable. It can hold the phone open to different angles, and the phone folds shut without a gap. Visually, the crease where the inner screen folds over looks the same as before. It is noticeable if you look for it, but it does seem to feel a bit flatter when you run your finger over it. The inner screen itself is an 8-inch foldable OLED panel. There's a high resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. And Samsung claims better durability thanks to thicker glass and a titanium plate layer. As usual for Samsung, there's no Dolby Vision video support here. And then there's the second screen. This one is a 6.5-inch panel with a 1080p resolution and again a 120Hz refresh rate, and is protected by Gorilla Glass ceramic too. This display is bigger than last year's 6.3-inch cover screen, but a more noticeable change is the aspect ratio. It's 21:9 now, meaning the display is wider. These are the same dimensions as a typical smartphone, as opposed to previous Z Folds which were shaped more like a TV remote. Phones we've seen to launch with Samsung's new One UI 8 out of the box. It's running on top of the new version of Android too, Android 16. Visually, One UI 8 is the same as One UI 7. While an app is open, you get access to a taskbar at the bottom for recent apps, like you would on a tablet. One welcome addition is that Circle to Search has been expanded. It now works within games, so you can get hints on the fly. Like before, multitasking is quite easy here. You can have multiple apps open at once through a split screen and pop-up window. And your AI results can appear in a pop-up as well, handy if you want to ask Gemini something alongside your running apps. And later this year. And on the back, that's paired with a 3x telephoto cam and an ultra-wide with autofocus. It's no surprise that the main camera's results are basically identical to those from the S25 Ultra. It's the same hardware. We're looking at excellent stills with impressive dynamic range, plenty of detail, and excellent sharpness. Colors are more conservative than what we've seen in the past from Samsung, though they're far from muted. It's overall a well-appreciated camera upgrade, bringing Samsung's Fold in line quality-wise with the standard flagship. And here are some shots and portraits of people. They come out great. As expected, the 2x digital zoom is pretty good for the most part. We see minimal loss of sharpness and detail in closer subjects, but some foliage and fine detail in the distance gets lost. When shooting in low light, the Z Fold 7 will rarely use its night mode processing automatically. The default results are lacking in fine detail and look straight up soft. There's also a tendency for a cold white balance, which turns some light sources greenish. Contrast also needs adjusting. If you manually toggle on the night mode, it fixes the contrast, adds some much needed sharpness, and produces better colors overall. The white balance is also better, and colors look much closer to the real ones. And the noise is also seeing some improvement. Moving on.
What's still ahead of us?
Lighter, it's more durable. We have a brand new chip, more RAM, more storage, a much bigger battery, plus new ultra-wide and telephoto. Get their toughest glass with Honor's super armored inner screen and their anti-scratch nanocrystal shield for the outer screen. Top marks for the marketing department there. Oh, and both of which support styluses. So it's incredibly thin and light. That's a nice upgrade there. Fat 8 Elite, and that's paired with up to 16 gigs RAM and 512 storage. So yeah, it'll be a bit faster. It'll play games at higher frame rates, and also it'll be a bit more future-proof. But